Hello, guys, and welcome. So, little update on Baldur's Gate 3, which is going to be early access, August 2020. It looks like it's going to be on Steam and Stadia. So, here's some gameplay footage, and I believe this is PAX? Yes. So, gameplay footage right here. And just a little update, if you do not know, the races... and it's going also from the D&D 5th edition, so that's something that you really need to take into account, especially for any pen and paper players and stuff like that, older players. That is kind of the lock-in that they're going for. That's going to be the rule set, and that's something that I'm not a big fan of. I didn't like 5th edition, but I believe that it might play out better, especially in PC and, actual digital media. So I think it could play out pretty well. But getting to it, the races are Tiefling, Drow, Halfling, Half-Drow, Elf, Half-Elf, Dwarf, Githyanki, Human, and if I didn't say Drow, yeah, Drow. So I don't know Githyanki. I believe they might be like I bet you they're like a dragon style, I'm guessing, or maybe I don't know. Let's look them up. Let's see here. Githyanki are superlative warriors. Superlative, trained with silver blades and flying into battle on red dragons. They are seek to destroy all mind flayers. Oh, so I don't know their backstory. It looks like they have nice racial bonuses, which is kind of awesome. But I'm kind of saddened by no orcs. No, we're talking no orcs here? No half orcs? Well, that's a bummer. Let's see what classes we've got. So we'll go to the wiki itself. Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, of course. Druid, Fighter, Monk, yeah. Paladin, Ranger, Rogue. Sorceress, Warlock, Wizard. And that looks like to be it. What is that, 12? Yeah, it's 12. So that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Is there going to be cross classes? I'm not seeing a cross class match. And they're doing the premiere here, it looks like. You know what? Let's jump to where they actually are discussing here. There we go. So I kind of like it. You really get involved with your character. You get to see it, but this is a really Dragon Age feel to it, to me. I would say that it is literally a cross between, from my perspective, of Dragon Age Inquisition and an RPG itself, especially from the gameplay and stuff like that. So awesome, kudos, good job, because that is something that is kind of nice, because it gives players that have, that are in their 20s that may not have played Baldur's Gate, but they now get that feel of, gosh, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, those type of games where you got involved. Geez, you could even put in, gosh, like, what am I thinking here? You could say, not Heroes of Might and Magic, Skyrim. There you go. So that it's kind of in that area of the interaction, and I think that's really cool. I think that's a good way to draw in that crowd. You're gonna get the people that have already played not Dragon Age, but Baldur's Gate 2 and like Shadows of Bomb, Pillars of Eternity people. So it'll drag kind of all from all different directions. I think it'll really kind of make it a very open canvas for people to play that may have never even jumped into this genre before, and it'll get them to play the previous games and stuff like that. There are a ton of responses and stuff like that I'm seeing here, and watching other gameplay and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with what they've done. They've made it really into like a pen and paper game, except digital form, and it kind of feels nice. A little bit refreshing, but the fighting and that style, it looks like they've changed and made it a little bit more fast paced, but you can play it as an original, like Baldur's Gate 2, Baldur's Gate, where you can pause, stop, and rearrange your party, stuff like that. I think that's awesome, but it's definitely in between. I mean, as you can see here, pretty clean, beautiful landscape. I mean, I would love to see a remaster of Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 in this engine. Even if they, you know, don't go into the same aspect of Baldur's Gate 3 and have all the cutscenes and the interaction with characters in the same way, but it's a beautiful engine, I must admit. I'm pretty stoked for it. So other information that has come out, really, one of the big ones is Minx and Boo going to be in this. Of course they are. I don't know if it's really come out with a yes or a no, but I'm pretty dang sure, yeah, there's going to be something of that nature. They have to pop in there. I mean, it wouldn't make sense. You have to have those guys in there. So from Reddit, it looks like custom characters have a much stronger connection to the world and the main story arc. It looks like they're trying to go in like the Divinity Original Sin. You make an entirely custom character, which, that, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be like Baldur's Gate 2, where you kind of have the chosen character pre-rendered, pre-character. That doesn't make sense, especially for Baldur's Gate and D&D in general. You have to make a custom character. So it looks like it's going to be kind of in the same aspect. I don't know if the character is going to follow the same character arc, which I don't believe it would, of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, where you're a descendant of Baal. So that is going to be, it's going to be interesting. I wonder what your character is going to be, especially since this is something where you're fighting really Underdark type monsters. Mind Flayers are not, you know, something that taking over all of Baldur's Gate, which that looks like to be the case, where they've basically repurposed Baldur's Gate, the city, and really it's going to be like the stronghold, something that you take over, and that'll be interesting. I wonder where they're going to go with that, what the main bad guy is. Of course, we're not going to know that until probably either closer into when the game is actually released, or if until the game is released 100%, and then we get those Let's Plays and other information as people play this nonstop to try and get it first. But I would say that, in my opinion, it's going to be something that's going to involve, you know, basically Mind Flayers, but it could go more into the direction of Drow and them trying to actually overtake the city and actually expand from the Underdark. I don't know. It's gonna be awesome. I think they've done a really good job seeing here, and seeing especially their kind of openness to have that Dragon Age style and then keep their own style, especially with the overhead and RPG style. I think it's gonna be great. I think they've done a really good job, especially from just watching it. Their cutscenes are very clean. I love the way that they look. I would love to know how long it's going to be gameplay wise to finish the story. I'm gonna double check. It's now been 4 or 5 days. I've kept looking at it every day, trying to see if anybody's got any information of when or how long the campaign itself will be, and will the campaign, after you're done, how will that, you know, curtail into, you know, can you play past it? Is that the end of the game is once you're done, or can you continue to make your character stronger and stuff like that? It's a classic RPG. It may just be this is the ending once you get to it, but I want to double check. So how long will the gameplay take? So if you do everything, it looks like it could take, and that's Baldur's Gate 1, so then no. Gate 3. Yeah, so it's still, I'm seeing no like big. Ooh, here we go. So it looks like, from what they're saying, It could take up to 50 to 70 hours of the main quest line. For everything in, basically add 50 more hours to that. So it could be 100 to 120 hours of playing every single side quest and stuff like that. So if that is truth, that's pretty awesome. So that's a lot of chunk, and especially DLCs and other things that they could add, more stories, which I would say that I'm going to say it's probably going to happen. That's pretty cool. I mean, look at this right here. Able to feather fall down to the bottom. Awesome. That is something that I love, where you don't have to backtrack. And there's other unique spells and stuff that you can do to get away around from the terrain. And that's something Pillars of Eternity did not do. And it's a Pillars, man, beautiful game. One of my favorites. I stick it right there with Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. So they have done some really cool aspects with their specific RPG style. So we're in for a lot of fun shortly, it looks like. But just a double reminder, August, early access on Steam. It looks like it's going to be on Stadia. I wonder how that's going to play, especially for multiplayer. It's probably going to be on more platforms, but that's the only information that I'm seeing right now of where those platforms, or where the game's going to be coming out on. So with this update, we are soon getting to August. Gosh, I can't get here fast enough. Hopefully COVID and everything else doesn't slow down the process of this coming out, and hopefully they get it done before December and get it out to us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So if anything, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check me out on stream. It's down in the comments below, and definitely leave a like if you enjoyed this, and hopefully the information was good. Anyways, I'll catch you later, guys. Hope you had fun. I did. Later.